Hello. Hello, and welcome. We're back. The football is back. And what better way to start it than with a win against a side in the relegation battle? Now, we've got to take each day as it comes because, it's going to start getting a little bit tricky after this one. So, whilst we have come in with not a weakened side per se, but a side that we are clearly, no Caicedo, Esteval once again not starting. You've got to believe that Esteval will be starting against Barcelona on Tuesday. A slightly strange decision to include Reece James, but then again, there have been those pages promoting the fact that he hasn't been he hasn't picked up an injury, in over a year. Or at least, I think it's like a year in like 3 days or something. So Reece James starting today makes you question whether or not he's going to start against Barcelona, with that being just 3 days away. 3 days away. It doesn't really fill me with confidence that we're going to be seeing him from the start in that game, and that it's more so going to be a Malo Gusto. Away from home at Turf Moor, it's been a pretty one-sided fixture. I think they said in the last, however many years it's been, 22-1 is the aggregate score. Are you coming down with a bug? I don't think so. I have had a cough for a week or so, but it's not anything too bad. Balder, thanks again for the super chat. As always, massively appreciated. Welcome. So we'll get into the starting 11 in just a few minutes. But first, please do like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you're watching on TikTok, be warned, well, not be warned, but be aware we are live on YouTube as well. I'll be paying mostly attention to the YouTube chat, but I will be looking at the TikTok chat from time to time. But like I say, the majority of the time it will be YouTube. youtube.com/@HarryCFXI. The link is in my bio on my TikTok page. So if you want to come over, if you want to have a chat, the chat over on YouTube, a much better experience overall as well. But if you are watching on TikTok, please do follow, tap the screen. All of the action coming up. It's a big weekend. I'm unsure if I'm going to be able to, but I do have a desire. I do have a bit of a want to do the North London Derby tomorrow. But at the same time, I like to record the podcast at that time, and so I don't know if it will allow. And then also, I've got a fridge coming. I think I am getting something, I've got a new fridge coming tomorrow. So I've got to be available to help them take away our old fucking one and bring in the new one. Adult stuff. Very adult stuff. God, that is crisp. Yeah. Shall we get into it? We are currently in third place. A win here today would not be enough to take us into first place. Ahead of Arsenal. That said, though, Arsenal obviously having Tottenham tomorrow. If they lose and we win here today, then if we win against Arsenal on the next next weekend, we will potentially, depending on how many goals we score there and how many goals we score in today's game, there is a possibility for us to go above Arsenal. Manchester City have Newcastle. I think that is today. They've got them, so I'll be keeping an eye on that as well. But yeah, I'm unsure. I might do some. Do I do the 5:30 game today? I don't know. Maybe Newcastle versus Man City. I might do a watch along for it. As I said, I'm home alone all weekend this weekend. And so I've got nothing else to do than to stream. So, either that or just sit in the living room and sulk. So we might have something to do tomorrow, tonight. I can't promise that I'll do the North London derby tomorrow because of what I've already said. But we'll see. We'll see. Starting 11. Shall we? Shall we? Didn't realise how raspy my voice was today. Here is the starting 11. I think I've got it right. Because I I tend to miss out like 2 or 3, or maybe one person. It looks pretty spot on, actually. But there you go. Sanchez in goal. Jorgensen seeking an exit in the winter transfer window. Would leave us in a bit of a sticky situation, to say the least. James at right back, as we've already mentioned, he's maintained his fitness. He's been away with away from injury for about a year now. Let me check, because we keep saying this. Reece James, transfer market. Reece James last picked up an injury, not returned from injury. He was ill in March, but that's not an injury. Hamstring injury on the 19th of the 11th. 19th of November, 2024 was the last time he picked up an injury. And he returned on the 27th of December. What the hell? It's like as soon as you've mentioned that I picked something up, I'm suddenly really ill. I was fine. I was absolutely fine. But yeah. I'm going to be coughing and spluttering throughout this whole stream. Cucurella at left back. It's get some Vicks. Man, my nose is on fire right now. Oh. Yeah, Reece James, Cucurella, you couldn't ask for better, really. Maybe even in the league, to be honest with you. Nothing a few beers won't fix, mate. I've got some in the porch. They might have to come out. I say porch because they have to be outside, because I don't have a fridge at the moment. So don't start saying, "You fucking Tory with your porch." It's outside in a little porch area. That's all it is. It's just getting nice and cold. But I got my cup of tea. I just had why don't you have a fridge? Have you not been paying attention, mate? I'm getting a new fridge tomorrow. You know? But I had my old Coca-Cola fridge, if any of you remember that from the old flat. Bacon, egg, and sausage sandwich for breakfast. An absolute delight. An absolute delight it was, I tell you that. I tell you what's not a delight, and that is Trevor Chalobah and Tosin Adarabioyo occupying that centre-back pairing. I don't think anyone's a fan of it. I don't even think they are a fan of it at this point. We'll just have to see how they fare. Listen, our defensive records away from home, 5 goals conceded in 5 games, but we've scored 12, so need a little mini fridge for the office. That's where it used to be, but it kept circuiting my my computer, because it used to be down there in my corner, but it was all connected to the same lot. And whenever the generator, so that it's not always on, the generator would go, keep it cold, and then it would turn off. And then when it needs to get cold again, it turns back on. But when it does that, it short circuits the whole computer. So if any of you remember when I had it in this office about a year or so ago, I had to move it because it kept turning everything off. But then everything came back on very shortly after. Fucking annoying. It's really annoying. I've seen a lot of people say what Steele has said in the chat just then. I think Nina from Chelsea Fan TV was on Sky Sports the other day talking to Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank and saying that Chelsea fans know what Chelsea are like, and that we have a game against Burnley And knowing Chelsea, we will either lose or draw here today and then get a result against Barcelona and or Arsenal. It's not wrong to say that. It's not wrong to say that at all. I just hope it's... I don't know. Would you rather... I wouldn't want to lose this game. I wouldn't want to lose any game. But the point I'm making is in the hypothetical of would you rather lose this if it meant beating Arsenal and Barcelona? But then if we lose this but beat Arsenal, it's just so stupid to the Premier League season. And it kind of leaves us in the same position that we would have been right now going into that game against Arsenal or coming out of it if we beat them. It's such a strange thing to do with Chelsea is predictions because you just don't know. You just don't know. Head-to-heads, we drew 2-2 against them in the last game. Palmer with a penalty and a 44-minute goal. They were down to 10 men, if you can recall. They were down to 10 men from the 40th minute. And then we scored in the 44th minute. They scored in the 47th minute. We then scored a penalty in the 78th and then conceded in the 81st minute against 10 men. We conceded 2 goals against 10 men. The back two were very different back then, though. That was Disasi and Badiashile. I imagine there are probably people out there that would prefer Disasi and Badiashile over Chalobah and Tosin at this point, but I personally have some confidence still that Tosin and Chalobah can do something. On the bench, as you can see, we are without Wesley Fofana. Is that right? Where I've just clocked. Where's Fofana? Is he where is he? He's a part-timer at this point. What's going on there? Let me look it up. Wesley Fofana. Probably in court for his driving, probably. Just to manage... Oh, for God's sake. For God's sake. Enzo Maresca on Wesley Fofana not being involved in the team at all. He said that it's just to manage him and protect him a little bit. He is playing, he is good, and he is fit, and we are very happy with that. I'd be happier if he was actually playing regular football. You know? It's just a strange situation, isn't it? He got 45 minutes at least. I think he played a full 90 in against... who was that against? And he had to stay on, didn't he? I will say, in Maresca's defense, I get it this time. I get it on this one occasion because we do have Barcelona coming up, and I feel like there's been some sort of UEFA or someone has got in contact and been like, we need Esteval versus Lamine Yamal. We need it. The views, the viewership will go through the roof. Talking of that, fucking, what do you call it? Paramount Plus now getting the Champions League from 2027. Another subscription. Can you believe it? Unbelievable stuff. We can't even get, I swear, do we have Paramount Plus in England? Don't even think we do we? It's another 30 quid a month, yeah, for something I don't really want. They don't really have anything good on Paramount Plus. You know? I don't want it. I don't think anyone wants it. Even I would have rested Caicedo and Esteval. Yeah. Caicedo I get. Esteval I get. we're going to see Garnacho then against Barcelona, it looks like. Pedro Neto gets the start in this game. But we'll see. How are you, Harry? Glad the international break is over. I'm glad it's over. I'm very glad it's over. In fact, we've now got 5 months. 5 months until the next international break. So we've got a good long time now without any breaks whatsoever. So we need to get cracking. Dom Geasley says he came over from TikTok. Welcome. Thank you for coming over. Please like, I'm sure you have subscribed because I think you do have to be subscribed to chat in the comments. 3 or 4-0 win. 5 glorious months. I know it's going to be crazy. Anyway, in the middle we do have Andre Santos over Moises Caicedo. João Pedro down the middle. It probably, if he hadn't have stubbed his toe on the door, would have been Cole Palmer potentially. I don't think it would have been from the start. I think it would have been maybe later on. See where he's at, or at the very, very least, or at the maybe I don't know how you would say it, but more so it would have been feature him against Barcelona. But now we don't get any of that, or Arsenal, you know. So Cole Palmer out for at least another 3 games. João Pedro occupies that number 10 role with Enzo Fernandez next to him as well. Pedro Neto on the right-hand side with Jamie Gittens getting a Premier League start on the left-hand side. Liam Delap is our front man today. Can Liam Delap deal against a low block? So far, we've not seen anything to suggest that he can. And I've seen a lot of people go, well, when he was at Ipswich, and Ipswich never had to come up against a low block, really. So he's never had to face it. So we'll just have to see how he works out today. Jorgensen on the bench, Josh, Achimpong, Badiashile, Gusto, Hato, Caicedo, Esteval, Garnacho, and Mark Guiu, all available on the bench. Please do like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification. We are closing in on 16,000 subscribers. If we can get there before the end of 2025, that would be fantastic. So please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. He likes physicality of Burnley to defence. It's ideal having him for a game like this that is going to be physical because he himself is physical. But at the same time, can he deal with it on his own? We'll have to see. Garnacho, Pedro, Esteval against Barcelona. Do you think it's going to be João Pedro up top? Unsure. Yeah. If he gets sent off in this game, man, it'll be so much quicker a see you later than it was for Jackson. Are they not? Unless I'm mistaken, they did not advertise the Chelsea-Barcelona game once there. I think I might have missed it. But they did not advertise Chelsea-Barcelona there. Is Emega going in January or the summer? I think he can come in January. I think I remember saying. They didn't advertise Chelsea-Barcelona. I need to rewind that. Where is it? Oh, wait, I know why. It's on Amazon. It's not on TNT. So even more bad news. It's on Amazon Prime. Literally everyone else is on TNT, but we are the only team on Amazon. Unbelievable. I'm not going to be able to look at the chat for that. Or, you know, because I don't want any spoilers for that. So that's going to be fucking boring, isn't it? I don't know why they would do that, to be honest with you. Maybe because more people have Amazon than TNT? I don't know. Just a pure watch along, yeah. Oh man, it's going to be so hard not to have a few beers with that. That's like that's proper Champions League, that. Chelsea-Barcelona it's a neutral's wet dream, do you know? Not to mention, what the fuck am I watching here? What the fuck was that? Luckily, I've been to a Chelsea Barcelona game. I think I probably mentioned this a few times, but I was there the last time we played them at the Bridge. I think, have we played? When did we last play them? No, it wasn't. It was the one in yeah, because the last time we played them was a friendly, and then the last time we played them is 17-18. And that was the Willian goal, but it was also the first time Messi ever scored against Chelsea, and I was there for that. A lot of weird stuff happened that season, I remember. Messi's first goal against Chelsea, I was there. Losing to Burnley on the opening game of that season at home, I was there for that. It was the first time they'd ever won an opening game, I think, in however many fucking decades. Tottenham winning their first game at Stamford Bridge in 30 years. I was there for that. Dele Alli scoring a brace or a hat-trick or whatever it was. So that was good. There's probably a load of other ones as well. But basically, me going to Stamford Bridge it never ends well, you know. But we did win. We won an FA Cup that year. I went to the FA Cup final for that. Hazard penalty against Man United. It was a glorious day. So it wasn't a terrible season, but it wasn't the best. Wasn't amazing. And then I haven't been since. No, I've been to a couple since, but not since. I haven't been since COVID. To be fair, it's been so long. And now it just seems like such a faff to get tickets from what I've seen. Like an absolute ball ache with people like buying up tickets quick, or they're going on dodgy websites and everything, which they were meant to fix. But then it's allegedly Todd Bowley's company that's running the website and everything. Again, allegedly. That's only what I've read. I'm not confirming that to be true. What's the worst season you've seen Chelsea have? There's too many lately. What was it? Was it Potter? It's got to be Potter, surely. What was that one? 15-16 wasn't great either. We finished 10th, but 22-23 was just. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Wow, we've got the big dogs. Yeah, Potter Clock was born at the very least. I think that was the only highlight of the year, only highlight of the season. Okay, final look at the lineup. Sanchez in goal, Reece James at right back, Cucurella at left back, Chalobah and Tosin in the middle, Andre Santos over Caicedo, with Enzo Fernandez and Joao Pedro just ahead of them in the number 10 role. Neto and Gittins on the wings. Liam Delap up top. Jorgensen, Achiampong, Badiashile, Gusto, Hato, Caicedo, Esteval, Garnacho, and Guiu on the bench for Chelsea. Please do like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of when I am live. Next, we'll be doing a live review after this game, and maybe, just maybe, we will be doing a Newcastle versus Manchester City watch-along later on today. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Predictions for this game, I think I went with 2-1 Chelsea, which I think is being a bit harsh, but then you never know. It's so hard to predict a win for Chelsea because whenever I do and I'm confident, it just never ends well. So it's always in my best interest to just shut the fuck up with predictions, you know? I am still home alone, yes. Home alone this whole weekend. Stephen Gaddy, thank you very much, mate, for the super chat. Nothing but a win today is exactly what I'm saying. A dropping of points in this game is just not acceptable. And it doesn't really what the fuck? It doesn't really put us in a good position going into the next you know, the next few games. Just going to change the scoreboard so that it reflects the kids. Yeah, I mean, naturally, we were always going to rest some people for Barcelona. So I'm not too bothered. It's just a bit of a risk, you know? Just a little bit of a risk. Bear with me. Scoreboard. No, wrong one. Fucking out. That one. There we go. We are playing in white and green. Again, Stephen Gaddy, thank you very much for the super chat. Ugochukwu is starting for Burnley. You just know he's going to get involved. Is Moises jet lagged? Maybe. Last time I checked, the last game he played was in like New York, so I think they just don't like to take any chances. Scott Parker, the head coach of Burnley as well, former Chelsea. I really enjoy. He was one of my favourite players when he was at Chelsea. When I was a child. Many of you weren't alive, I don't think, for Scott Parker when he was playing. Yeah, I wanted Breuer to work out as well. I was so adamant it was going to work out. 3 likes away from 50 on the chat on the stream. Let's try and get to 50 before kickoff, which is in just a few seconds. It's Chelsea to kick off. Let me get the timer up. Wasn't he a bench player? He was, but I just really liked him. I don't know why. They were saying, obviously, we had Makelele at the time, so it's tricky for him to get any game time at all. But he wasn't someone who'd never played. He was a part of our Premier League winning side. The Chelsea faithful singing their hearts out so far. Kyle Walker under pressure here against Cucurella. Manages to get the ball away from Joao Pedro. Tosin. Finds Chalobah. Gittins. We've started strong here. Ball through the middle by Chalobah. Collected by the keeper. You were alive when Ray Wilkins was playing. Goodness me. The world has ever seen. And it's Super Chelsea. James. Chalobah. In weight. A good ball forward by... Oh, it's a dodgy head back, and Liam Delap could be in here. Goalkeeper wise to it and comes and collects. Joao Pedro. Cucurella. Huge week. My goodness me. It's it shouldn't be seen as such, but this is arguably a warm-up for what's to come this week. Barcelona and Arsenal, both at home, which I think to many people's reckoning would probably be the worst case scenario. I think we would have rather played away in both those games, to be honest with you, with our form away from home being really good lately. Home form not quite as good. Oh my God, what are you doing? Sanchez threw the ball straight into the back of a Burnley player's head, I think. Or Neto. What is he doing? It's Enzo that was down. And I mean it's cheating, really. Oh. Sanchez blasting it into the back of the head of Enzo. It didn't really look like it hurt him at all. He just noticed that Burnley were in possession and went down holding his head, knowing that we'd get a free kick or a pause in play. Definitely would have hurt, though. Just ridiculous stuff. Sanchez being Sanchez, basically. Let's be clear. Looked like a foul there. Play continues. Neto picks it up, though, on the right-hand side. Charging run. As he goes, it's a really good run. That looked like it might have gone out for a throw, but it's kept in. Yeah, Enzo looks okay. Enzo looks okay. 50 likes on the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I got it back up and running. Yay! 10 o'clock. I don't know what happened to the button, but I've got it up sorted now. For those of you that were watching me, I've restarted. Well, I've got FC 26. For those of you that are interested, I was streaming yesterday on YouTube and TikTok. Some Chelsea career mode. 3 wins in our first 3 against Shrewsbury, West Ham, and Crystal Palace. It was a good start. It was a good start. So I might be streaming more of that today, to be fair, instead of necessarily just the Newcastle game. I might stream more of that tonight. Hopefully it doesn't lag as much as it did in the end. I'm doing good, Philippe. I'm doing good. I'll be better if Chelsea can get a fucking win here, but so far we've looked a little bit Chelsea, and not in the good sense. Chested down. What? What? Offside given. I get that he was offside, in an offside position originally. Here's Gittins. Come on, son. Fuck's sake. But the defender chested it down and had the ball for like 2 seconds. And then I think João Pedro, who was originally offside, decided to... I mean, Burnley are in here. Good chance. Cuts inside. Shot. Great tackle by Chalobah, who celebrates as if he scored a goal. Fully understandable. And a free kick given. It's getting a little bit tasty here. It's getting a little bit feisty. I'm not saying there's room for a red card for either side in this game so far, but you never know. Hopefully it doesn't come from our side. You know what I'm saying? %71 possession for Burnley so far. Chalobah. We'll follow the Chelsea over land and sea. And Leicester! We'll follow the Chelsea on to victory. Are we struggling with Burnley already? I mean, it's 7 minutes, for God's sake. We're getting the feelers out. Do you know what I mean? We're just getting we're getting a bit of a sniff, bit of a taste for what's to come. And, you know, try and very gradually break down that wall. That's a terrible ball forward by Andre Santos. Fuck. Burnley don't look overly defensive, I must say. The typical, you know, against... I mean, they do... I wouldn't say they are playing 5 at the back. Did look like they were for a second there, but it's Carl Walker. Ugachukwu. Inside. Oh, it's a poorly placed pass, and it's 2v2 here. Liam Delap. Gittins is open down the left. You greedy bastards! What the fuck is Liam Delap doing there? Unreal. Unreal. Gittins was open. Neto was open. Touch of a paedophile from Delap there again. He's having a stinker so far. Fucking me. Honestly. Greedy. Greedy, greedy, greedy. If Delap passes to Gittins, all he does is pass to someone else that isn't there. Oh, God, they're in. They're really in. This guy's got fucking pace. Great challenge there by Andre Santos. Tracking back. Crossed in by Walker. Whipped in well. When do we start talking about poo? Might have to be sooner rather than later. I'd argue, though, my bowels are in a good place right now, so, you know. Might be a while yet. It's begun. Tosin. Let's try and get to 100 likes if we can, please. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Pedro Neto running well there. Ref! Ref! What? What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean that's not a free kick on Neto? What? They're going to score. What the hell? Burnley are up for this, man. Burnley are up for this. It's one of those. It's one of those games. It's one of those games. I need a shave. Is it a bit unruly, is it? I thought it looked quite tidy. It's a bit big at the moment. I like it. You have a shave. Tosin. James. Neto. Is back in the country. After being pulled across the border. Liam Delap picks up well. Finds Gittins. Not much in the way of options. Finds Liam Delap. It could be a really nice run of play here. Dubravka comes to collect. John Terry has won the double. 2, 3, 4. Double, double, double. John Terry has won the double. I think you should keep the beard. It looks good. I go through stages. I was clean shaven a couple of months ago. And now I've got this. This is probably the most I've looked after a beard. I don't know if I want to go any longer, but it's in a good place right now. It's in a very good place. Right, their passing starting to get a little... Ooh. João Pedro with a dodgy tackle there. I think he managed to get away with that. Luke Harper vibes. I'd hope it's a bit tidier than Luke Harper. God rest his soul. It's looking up for me. I know, Phoebe. I know. Going to start doing the ice bath again soon as well. It's freezing cold outside. I'll be clean as a whistle. I'll be fit as a fiddle. Back in me prime once again. Sanchez. 15 minutes played, and I've got to be honest with you. It's what we all dreaded. It's what we all dreaded would happen. Has happened. We've Tosin with a dodgy pass back there to Sanchez. We are getting pressed. Oh my God! We're getting pressed in our own third here by Burnley. In Maresca, we trust, you know. Trust the process, people. Calm down. It's only been 15 minutes. I'm sure he's got something up his sleeve. Enzo. Lovely pass. Finds Neto. Inside shot. Deflected, I hope. And a corner ball. Oh, yeah, did he? Talking of poo, I think we need Garnacho. I mean, 16 minutes. Give Gittins a chance, man. Jesus. The way people hate on Garnacho, it must be the way that people think I hate on Maresca. Great corner. But it's simply not true. What I find is... Hello? What I find is... all these other people are more than justified, they think, in criticize the players as much as possible. But then they're still allowed to praise them and be like, oh, they had such a good game. And, oh, they, you know, oh. You know, they're open to proving that. I've said multiple times, Maresca is very capable of proving me wrong. And I'll always admit, the game's gone, man. Mascot playing rock, paper, scissors with fucking... Watch the game! God almighty. Alex is saying this is the best performance by Chelsea this season. Oh. I don't think even Alex is doing the stream right now. So whilst I don't disagree, Neto, as in I don't disagree that Alex would say such a stupid thing. Gittins, go on, son, hit it. Oh, God, it's just so messy. I just don't seem to be allowed to criticize the manager, but I always criticize and praise the players, but other people can criticize the players and not face any criticism whatsoever. Here's Gittins. Lovely play. Maybe not. What was that? What was that? What was that? I'm trying to back Gittins here, but he doesn't help himself. He does not help himself at all. Yeah, Troy enjoyed it, didn't he? The podcast is back this week. We had a bit of a break because of the international break, and also Troy's been busy with stuff, but we'll be back from Tuesday when the next episode should be coming out. We've got some interesting guests coming up. We've got some some big guests. I'm not going to say any of the names, but we've got some pretty good people lined up over the next few, well, I don't know when they're going to happen, but they're in the pipeline, that's for sure. Ask him about Birmingham's new stadium. My God, Harry, have you seen it? Is it shithole or is it good? Dye the beard? I could get a side gig as the Mall Santa. Is it that big? It is pretty big. I think I've just gotten used to it already. It's grown fucking quick though, isn't it? I'll tell you, the head on my hair and on my face. The head on my hair? The hair on my head, the hair on my head in general just grows at a rapid rate. Stadium looks all right. Imagine mash and a few sausages sticking out the top. What? Birmingham City new stadium. Oh, yeah. There's no way that's a thing. There's no way that's a like, it looks like a makeshift Battersea power station, doesn't it? It does. It looks like pie and mash with like the pie and mash, not pie and mash, sausage and mash, bangers and mash, all like sort of poking out the sides. It's official. I'm absolutely going to include that on the running order then for the next episode. Terrible ball. Notes. In fact, I do it on my phone. Tippy tappy to me, to you. Yeah. Thank you to, who was it? Rudy, for suggesting that. I can already tell by looking at it, he's going to be fuming. So we'll probably get a good reaction from him on that. And I usually show them. I usually send Alex and Troy the running order so that they know kind of what we're going to be talking about. But I'll leave that out just to get an authentic reaction. Why do players keep spitting on the floor? Are you new to football? Have you never watched football, like a single football match in your life? 20 minutes to go still until the end of the half. And I think we can all agree. I think most of us would have rather we stayed in bed than watched this shit so far. Yeah, it's common in all outdoor sports. It's just because if you're running around outside the air, you get a bit phlegmy, don't you? And I would argue most people don't want to just run around swallowing their phlegm over and over again. It's just what you do, isn't it? Goodness me. Oh, we could be in here, though. Pedro Neto with a good chance. Good tackle. Takes it away from goal. Cross first time from James. Cleared away. I think I prefer poo talk to phlegm. Congratulations on the spelling. How much easier would it be just to be FLEM, not perflegum? Perflegum? Why, might I ask, in between the dugouts, on the far end, on the halfway line, or just a bit left, there's just the X logo, like the Twitter logo? What the fuck's that about? Are Burnley sponsored by X? Fleegum. Elon bought Burnley. No, he didn't. Oh, yeah. Burnley FC announced partnership with Elon Musk's X. I never knew that. I don't think he owns it. He's just there's a partnership. I'm buying the Chelsea kit for my little brother. Any idea which one I should buy this season or a retro? Ugh. Unless you're going to go to what I would say, and it's going to cost you a bit. If you're going to go retro, get him one from classicfootballshirts.com. Not a sponsor. But the quality will be so much better. I find that the retro shirts that I've got from Chelsea's website are shit. The quality is awful. The sponsors fall off within like a year. They just peel away. Whereas this one and this one are like, they're actual ones from they're like, I suppose they're used, but they're authentic ones, so that they are better quality. The remake ones are fucking shit. And I wish they weren't. I've got a couple of England shirts as well that are like from that same company that make them. And they're just like mass-produced tat. I wish they weren't. I really wish they weren't. But from my experience, here's Liam Delap with a chance. Ref! Up he gets. Ref! Offside anyway. Fucking hell. I'll show you, look. Get some examples for you. Like, look at this one. Look at the state of that. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. To be fair, I thought I had more. I thought I had other ones that look bad. Where's the black one? I never wear it. This one. Yeah, look. Can you see? All just falling off. It's terrible. But yeah, the secret cupboard, there's a fuckload of shirts in there. It's João Pedro, sorry. Liam Delap sent for hot dog. Chalobah might have a shot. He does! Easy save for the keeper. Am I washing on the right setting? I presume so. It should not come off that easy. But if you want to, I tell you what was the really good one. Don't tumble dry, no. The best quality one that I got was this one. Like, they're still all on. I got this from the airport in Gatwick. But that's the company. Score draw. If you go on their website, they have a couple more that aren't always available on the Chelsea website. So just a few more options, I suppose. This game is shit, yeah. And you know what? It's not even Burnley that are making it shit. It's just so fucking frustrating. But it's not Maresca. It's the players. James. Will he make subs? Probably not. He only makes subs when it seems as though he's not going to make subs, and then he makes subs. But then when we need to make subs, he doesn't make subs, you know? He just likes to keep the fans thinking, you know? If you had to make a change, it probably would be Gittins, to be fair. You remind me of this good friend that I had that I don't talk to anymore. Oh, that's nice. Liam Delap finds Neto. Why would you go for that cross instead of shooting? Drilled across goal. I don't know why Neto wouldn't shoot here. I don't know. I think it might have been the good. It probably was a good option. Just looking at the angle, Neto, it wasn't too. Oh. Another corner. Headed away. Another corner. It's probably the most we've had. I don't get how we're third, you know. I just don't get it. Couldn't really get it on his left. No, I take it back. Neto did the right thing. In the moment, though, it just looked like he could have probably gone for a shot, but James crossed in. Good chance. Oh, goal kick. Booted against Cucurella and out for a goal kick there. Ten minutes to go. mean, so far, Burnley have set up perfectly, to be honest with you. So, fair play to them. We've now had 56% possession, 4 shots, 1 on target. Cucurella, our furthest man forward here. Gittins, great cross back post, great fucking brilliant goal. Jamie Gittins with an absolutely sublime cross. Pedro Neto, back post, heads it in. Chelsea 1, Burnley 0. I would say it was a long time coming, but it wasn't. But at the same time, ends the clock. We'll take it. We will take it. Out of nothing. Cucurella is onside there. Cucurella finds Gittins, cuts inside, crosses it in, low, like so onside, diving header from Neto. It's a fantastic goal. It's a really, really well-worked goal there. Against the run of play, you'd say, Burnley have very much been the more involved side. I wouldn't say the better side, but the more involved side for sure. Brilliant cross. And I'm happy for Gittins because he's had a tough time of it. He's had a rough time of it, pleasing people like you who just, for the life of you, can't get behind him. And I get it. He's a frustrating player to watch, but there are moments of class from him. When he has gotten on the score sheet, whether it's a goal or assist, it's been they've been impressive in involvements, you know. Yeah, his hairline's a bit all over the place. Tell me I still had Neto in my squad. Oh, I took him out. Why is Cucurella on the fucking bench? I've got Cucurella on the bench for some reason. Jeez, Chelsea have scored in now 20 games in a row against Burnley. Beer at halftime? I don't know. So as it stands, the table right now, we are in second place. Just 3 points behind the team that we are playing next week. Is that a Cobra glass you nicked from the pub? I beg your pardon. It may well be. It may well be. I acquired this at some point. It's a 2021. A vintage at this point. Am I streaming any other games today? I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it's a good one, isn't it? I'm thinking of recording the podcast after this, just because I'm quite busy tomorrow. I'm not going to have much chance to do it. And I kind of want to do the stream tomorrow for the North London Derby. But we'll see. Oh man, you should see our cupboard. I've got so many pint glasses. We literally have a whole cupboard just for pint glasses. Have I got any Steins? I've got two Budvar ones. They're fucking huge. They're so big. It's like that Budweiser that isn't the American Budweiser. It's like the Austrian one or whatever it is. Good chance here for the break for Chelsea. João Pedro, Liam Delap available down the left. Crosses it in. It's a terrible cross. An absolutely terrible, terrible cross from Liam Delap. It did not have to end so poorly there. What beer am I stocking up for? Stocking up with for Christmas? Honestly, at the moment, it's Cruz Campo's my favorite. I absolutely fucking love it. It was San Miguel, but it was just so heavy. And quite strong as well. It would absolutely batter me. Whereas Cruz Campo is quite light. And it doesn't get me as fucked so quickly, do you know? But I don't know. I'm thinking of having a bit more on the side of spirits this Christmas, you know? Do you like a Cobra if you get a meal out? Yeah, Cobra or a Singer. Usually a Cobra, though. If you're having a curry, it's got to be a Cobra, isn't it? Inside, really well muscled there by João Pedro. Ah. Elite beer knowledge? I know my beers, mate. There's a beer for every occasion. How much time do we reckon? 2 minutes? I'm going to go 2 minutes. You started drinking San Miguel because of me. What do you think? I see a lot of people hate on San Miguel. I think that you'll struggle to find a better draft beer than San Miguel on a hot day, like a really fucking hot day. To me, San Miguel is just so good. Best beer for a cold night in. I don't know. I've been getting more into Guinness recently since it's gotten cold. It's still not really my favorite, but I do like it. I find Asahi so overrated. I've got it at my local or a couple of the pubs around where I live. It is 2 minutes of additional time. I just never really thought about it, you know? I've never really liked Asahi, you know? Yeah. So I find that San Miguel in tinnies is a bit metallic. It's quite a metal tasting beer, which I don't really like that much. Mythos. Oh, Mythos in any of the Greek islands. Absolutely fantastic. It was Pedro Neto who scored. When you're on holiday and you get one of those, you go to the local bar and you get one of those massive steins of it. First time shot from Liam Delap asking for a corner, and he does get it. Reece James, he's one of our own. Very close to half time. If we can get to 100 likes before the end of the first half, that would be absolutely fantastic. Just 12 away. So please do like if you haven't done so already. Should do Paphos away. I've been to Paphos. Very nice. Corner comes in, headed. And there goes the halftime whistle. Burnley, for the most part, ran the game, I would say, for the first half an hour or so, honestly. But it is the difference maker. Jamie Gittins against all the odds. And a diving header from Pedro Neto. It finishes 1-0 to Chelsea at halftime. And, yeah. I wouldn't necessarily say that was the most entertaining. It's another one of those games that Chelsea have played where it really doesn't look like it's going to go our way. It doesn't really look like a game where we look like a very well-oiled machine, but we figure out a way to get a goal, which in past seasons, in seasons gone by, this would have been a game where, and it's not over. We've still got another 45 minutes ahead. So it could all go tits up. But if it finishes like this, then it is one of those games where in the past we would be conceding a stupid goal, or we would be just creating chances and not putting them away like we did just then. Not the most convincing of halves, like I say, but we are in the lead nonetheless. If we play like this against Barcelona and Arsenal, I can't imagine it will be very pretty. But then again, whenever we play against big opponents these days, we do tend to show up for some weird reason. We never used to, but we do now. Static saying get Gittins off, despite the fact that he got the assist, and it was a fantastic one as well. Find it a bit harsh. I will say, though, we were all thinking the same thing before he got that assist. That, you know, if we were to make a substitution, it would probably have been him. But then football changes so quickly, you know? Football changes so quick that in a split second like that, a fantastic cross after a few stinkers can be the difference maker, you know? Delap, on the other hand, has been abysmal. Like, even justifying, like, oh, I can understand why he did that. Or like, oh, yeah, I mean, unlucky there or whatever. There's some where it's like, he's just not using his brain. He's getting a bit over-enthusiastic. He's just being a bit too brash with some of his decisions. And just a bit flailing, you know? I don't know. It's gone exactly how we thought it would. I think deep down, I think no one really truly came into this thinking we were going to absolutely batter them. My prediction was 2-1, so I was always expecting them to maybe get a goal or for us to not have an outstanding game. It's games like this that you really do look at Chelsea and think, we could balls this up. We really could balls this up. First game back from an international break. Burnley, a team with their backs against the wall in terms of, being in a relegation battle early on. It's no surprise that we've shown up a bit sort of rusty and almost unsure of ourselves, We don't really look confident in certain areas, like the passing, whereas, towards the back end of the last international break, the passing was good, the finishing was good, the creating the chances and putting it away was good. Whereas we've come back from this international break and seemingly everything's a bit rusty, a bit not quite on the mark, I do predict, though, in this second half, there's going to be slight change where Chelsea perhaps come out a little bit all guns blazing, maybe score early on in the second half, kill it off, and then Burnley just won't be able to combat with a 2-0 sort of deficit. You look at how many goals have they scored this season? 14 goals in 12 games. It's not, or 11 games. You could count this one, I suppose. But we look at their results. They lost 3-2 to West Ham. Lost 2-0 against Arsenal. Beat Wolves 3-2. Beat Leeds 2-0. And then lost against Villa, lost against City, lost against Cardiff, who we now play in the next round of the Carabao Cup. Drew to Nottingham Forest, who we beat. Lost to Liverpool, who we beat. Lost to Man United, who we lost to. And, they did beat Sunderland, though. They did beat Sunderland. But they have not scored more than 2 goals in a game. They've done it once, and that was against Wolves. They've only scored 3 goals in a game once. And I'm saying that as if we're 2-0 up, but if we can snatch a second one, you would think it was over. You'd think it would be over. Oh, bless him. Jolien Lescott's put a hat on now. His hair was all over the shop before the game, and he's had to put a hat on. Bless him. Say this every week, it seems, but I really think Esteval can open up Burnley, and we can get another couple. Yeah, I agree. I think this is the only time where I'm defending Maresca's decision to bench him on this game. Is because we've got Barcelona coming up. And I think the whole world wants to see Esteval versus Yamal. So, yeah. It's annoying. We might get a couple of minutes. We might get 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so. I didn't even notice that. That's definitely a penalty, by the way. Let me check. If the player was in the box... Yeah, no, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. Burnley should have had a penalty in the first half there. Sanchez played it to Chalobah, and then Chalobah handles the ball. There weren't any Burnley players in the box. I feel like that should have been a penalty to Burnley. I didn't even notice that happened. I remember seeing there was a bit of controversy. I wasn't sure what it was about, but They've just looked at it there, but I genuinely think Burnley should have had a penalty. So we might have got away with one there. Grey area, never a pen. I mean, you look at Sanchez's movement there, is the ball's stopped, he's passed it, and then run to get into space for Chalobah to maybe pass it back to Sanchez. I think Sanchez fully intended for that to be a goal kick taken from him. Coventry losing 2-1 to West Brom at home. Interesting. Interesting. They had no goal-scoring opportunity. What? That makes no sense. What are you talking about? Why would they need to have a goal-scoring opportunity for that to be a penalty? Yeah. Goal-scoring opportunity doesn't play a part in this at all. Good first half away at a robust Burnley. They were never going to roll over and get their bellies rubbed. Fans need a reality check. This is real life, not FIFA. Yeah. I mean, I've praised Burnley for how they've set up. They've looked really good, to be fair. And to be honest, like you say, they've come in this to win. I don't think they've come into this to draw or lose. They've absolutely come into this thinking that they can get something with the way that they've been playing. They've definitely not been playing deep. There's been moments where we've been pressed in our own final third, in our own box, and not off of a goal kick. I just watched the stat, and we have scored a crazy amount of goals versus Burnley at Turf Moor in second halves. Ooh. More like a back 10. I need to see what people are saying about this red card. Oh, not red card, this penalty, sorry. Yeah. I think that's a penalty, personally. I think if that's the other way, because it happened so quick. It happened so quick that no one really noticed. I didn't notice it at the time, to be honest with you. I think if that was the other way around, I'd be fucking fuming. I think we would all be saying that should be a penalty. Technically, it was a pen, but it would be subjective. Well, this is the thing. Sanchez clearly waits for the ball to stop, plays it, and then quickly tracks back to get into space for Chalobah to then pass the ball back to him. I don't know. I feel like we might have got away with one there. Which I'll take, of course. I'm ready for this second half. Um, 100 likes on the stream. Hey, 10 o'clock. Benoit Badiashile is coming on. Might be the only substitution we've made. Who do we think's coming off? Surely it's Tosin? Probably Tosin. Just saw there from the gantry, like one of the cameramen is like zooming in on people's bedroom windows. Don't know if anyone saw that. Check his computer. Did no one else see that? I thought that was well weird. Caicedo's still on the bench. Just seeing him walk out. Burnley going to make a substitution as well. Okay, get yourselves settled. If you've got a cup of tea, maybe you've got a beer. Carl Walker's just shoving stuff up his nose. I think it was the Vicks Vapor Rub. Who's he coming on for? Can we acknowledge this, please? Oh no, it's come on for Reece James. You've got to be kidding me. Reece James has been substituted off. I don't know if that's a concern. We've all been prattling on about, oh, he's not been out with an injury for a year. And it is Reece James. I mean, Gusto scored the other day. God, Turf Moor is a fucking dingy looking place, isn't it? It looks like it's from what, like, if you think of a town in World War II, it looks terrible. It just looks like it's not moved with the times at all. Yeah, no Reece James in this second half. It's Burnley to kick off. They're kicking from right to left this half, obviously. To clarify, for any of you that aren't actually watching the game, it's an average mining town, of course. A lot of history, but I'm just saying. Oh, God. One of the fucking linesmen. Technical issues. Why does this always happen in our games? The linesman's got some issues with his technology. How many wires is he wearing? Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Here's James. He's come out and he's laughing and joking. There's nothing wrong with James. Thank God for that. He's come out, big smile on his face, laughing and joking. So you would think it's just to get him 45 minutes before we play Barcelona. So maybe, just maybe, James is going to be starting against Barcelona. You would like to think so, right? You would really hope that he would be playing from the start in a massive game like that. Second half underway. Burnley kick off. Chelsea 1, Burnley 0. Pedro Neto, the goal scorer. Jamie Gittins with a fantastic assist. Reece James off. Badiashile on. Reece James does not have an injury, or at least that's what we can sort of see. Coming out with a big smile on his face would suggest that he is tickety-boo. Burnley here with a chance early on. Like I said, if we can get an early second goal, I think that could see the game out quite quickly. That said, I never like being 1-0 up. I mean, I don't dislike being 1-0 up, but with Chelsea, I hate being 1-0 up because so many times have we squandered a lead. He was rubbing his thigh. I think he just had an itchy ball bag, to be fair. Hello, David. How's it going? Here's Neto. Manages to get control. Lovely run. Inside, Enzo Fernandez. João Pedro. High and wide. Liam Delap in a foot race here. Played back to the keeper. Thank you to all of you that have followed on TikTok. 60 of you so far today. If you aren't followed, please do. If you're watching on YouTube, please do like the stream, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the bell notification. I will be live, as always, for a live review after the game. And maybe I'll be live a little later on for the Newcastle Man City game. Or maybe a bit more FIFA, because we played some last night. Like I said, I've got time. Get some FIFA playing later on this evening. Be nice of you to join me if you haven't got anything going on your Saturday evening. Cleared away. And here's Gittins, who looked like he was fouled there, and a free kick has been given. And a yellow card to Carl Walker, who says, I got the fucking ball, mate! I got the fucking ball! You could see, like, the accent was so aggressive there. I got the fucking ball! Barely got past Shrewsbury. Hey, mate. Still won. Still won. Yeah, I agree, but it was on discount from like £70, £30 on Xbox Marketplace. So I was like, fuck it, why not? Neto. Oh. Nutmeg there from Pedro Neto. The other channel will be better with the shooters than GTA. Yeah. I've got a second channel. I'll be starting soon. For those of you that are interested, doing more lifestyle stuff, vlogs, other games that aren't football related. I'm going to be going to America for the World Cup next year, so I'll be doing some vlogs for the states that I visit. If you're interested in that sort of stuff, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Harry proving he's a Tory. What, for buying FIFA? Are discounts Tory now? I'm confused. Is making a saving Tory? Here for the Chelsea. We're only here for the Chelsea. I'm unsure what is going on here. Andre Santos has some ugly boots. It's not really... I don't think boots are as, like... Maybe it's just because I don't play it anymore, but... I feel like boots are way less sort of a big deal. Like, I don't know why. I just can't imagine kids being as bothered about football boots as when I was a kid, when we had like Nike ID and just going to Sports Direct and JJB and JD and all that sort of stuff as a kid. Like, going out to get your new pair of boots at the start of the season was always such a fun sort of experience. You had all this choice and everything. Whereas, I don't know. I feel like there's no hype around boots as much as there was. Great ball outside of the boot. Finds Liam Delap. God, that was so shit. What a terrible run. I legit remember always wanting Nike boots. I went through a phase of like, I had Adidas to start with, and then I went to being solely Nike. Kukurea, corner ball. What's the word? Like impressionable? What is it? Like, I imagine Jordans being, oh, well, not, I don't imagine it, but like Jordans in like the 90s and the 2000s, and even now are like, they were such a iconic sort of I don't know, something that people always wanted. Same with football boots. Like, your boots were your personality on the pitch when I was a kid. I don't know. I don't know if it's the same thing now. Like, I feel like kids just don't give a fuck. I don't know though. Like, it's not not really something I would have any idea about. They seem so boring now, though, at the same time. Delap needs to do better, yeah. I remember Gola, yeah. New boots every season. That's a bit Tory. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I used to buy my own boots, though, a lot of the time, especially when I was sort of like 12 onwards. I would buy my own boots, save up with me my paper round money, you know. I used to have those banana boots. Do you remember the Nike? I don't know if any of you do, but like the yellow Nike ones, the Mercurials with the they were like bright yellow. I feel like Ronaldo had them. You tuck the laces under this like weird membrane thing. Good chance here. Fucking doing too much. But I was a Mercurial wearer. I used to have Mercurials every season. They were my go-to. Obsessed with Mercurials. So it was obviously Ronaldo was what got me interested, but it was Drogba at the start because Drogba had the, well, I don't know, were they the Vapors? The Night Vapors in like 2008. Fucking so good. Big up Indonesia. It's all gold boots in 08. Yeah, these final passes are terrible, aren't they? We are missing Caicedo massively. Take my Chelsea away. I feel like I should do a stream of I'm 14, I have no idea what boots you're talking about. You don't know what vapors are or mercurials. You've never heard of vapors or mercurials. I suppose you've never heard of predators either. If you play football and you don't know what your boots, then that tells me everything I need to know about kids that play football these days. Just don't really, probably, they're not bothered. That's what I think I'm trying to work out. Oh, I think kids just aren't bothered. I'm sure there are ones that are. Banish this child. It's a great chance there by Gittins. Opens himself up nicely. It's a deflection. 3-2 Coventry. Are you serious? Oh my God. And a red card for West Brom as well. Good chance. Enzo, why would you shoot there, you fucking idiot? Yeah, shin pads are the new like fashion item, innit? It's the new how to look cool is have your socks down as low as possible, tear fuck out the back of them. I wonder how many kids do the little holes in the back of their thing when they have no calf muscles whatsoever. Parents must hate it. Yeah, of course, Lampard will get a good welcome in for sure. He always will. If we can get to 150 likes, that would be fantastic. Try and aim for 200 for the stream. Should be a big, big stream on Tuesday for the Barcelona game, of course. I might do a live preview for that. I'm unsure. We'll see. An hour played. I wouldn't say necessarily that Burnley have shown anything in this second half to show that they can score. But I wouldn't say we're in a good place either to be getting any goals. Oh, that's a tackle from behind, ref. João Pedro taken down. Of course, I'll be starting an hour before kickoff for the Barcelona game on Tuesday. So hopefully see you there. I bet you the tempo changes the instant Esteval Caicedo appear. We do need an injection of something. We need someone or something to change in this game to get us moving again. We're very slow, very lethargic looking so far in the second half. And that's a throw into Burnley. Might be taken quickly. I was thinking, how hard did Palmer kick the door for him to fracture his toe? Oh, open wide here down the right. It's Pedro Neto who might go for the first time. Sure he does. He hits the post. It comes back out and goes for a corner ball. What a chance. Pedro Neto, the best player for us so far in attacking way, in an attacking sense, rather. It's a great shot. It's a great shot. Slices through it. Hits the post, comes back out. And I think it would have been either Andre Santos or Gittins at the back post. Cleared away. So close. You're right. Eight corners so far in this game. 0 for Burnley. In it comes. It's a decent one. Punched away. Headed back in. And then a save by the keeper. Frankie Lampard. Frankie Lampard. Oh, Frankie Lampard. Oh, Frankie Lampard. He scored 200. Oh, you can't really say the next bit, but you know the lyrics. Frankie Lampard. Frankie Lampard. Oh, Frankie Lampard. Not Gusto. Is Gusto coming on? Yeah, Palmer kicked a door and broke his toe. Troy's just texted me saying, before you get excited, Chelsea aren't contenders. And you can't convince me it's going to change in the next 2 years. What the fuck is his problem? Why is that come from? We're beating Burnley, for Christ's sake. Maybe a foul off the ball there and a free kick given. It's Stadium, man. I know, he's just annoyed because of the Birmingham Stadium, isn't it? It's his problem. Are you sure Troy and Alex aren't twins? No. According to Alex, I'm the negative one. Is he not? Is he not watching this masterclass? It's Liam Delap coming off for Malo Gusto. What? Liam Delap has come off for Malo Gusto. So Joao Pedro is now the forward man. I thought Breuer got injured for Albania the other day. I could have sworn Breuer was down in agony for Albania. Would he celebrate against us? Nah, Breuer's not that kind of guy. He's one of those nonchalant players, isn't he? Did my fart echo? I think if someone farted now in this stadium, it would echo. It's very quiet. From the toilet in the plane. You are. You are. I think the poo talks start 75th minute. Fleming. A yellow for that. Referee's lost it, isn't he? Walker. Oh, it's a lovely ball forward. Oh, come on. We've got away with one there. Fleming with an absolute stinker. It's a fucking glorious pass forward. And he's chested it down brilliantly and then blasts it over the bar. I thought we had a game on our hands there. I'm glad we haven't conceded, but still, that was a fucking brilliant chance for Burnley. Here is Fleming. Fleming! Ugochukwu tackled very well just before he was about to let fly. Oh my God, stop giving the ball away. Fuck. João Pedro, Cucurella. Back to João Pedro. The fans are trying to get them rallied up, but Chelsea passing around really well there. Gusto playing in the middle. Malo Gusto playing as a centre mid. Terrible pass by Gusto. You're going to track back, Malo? Oh my God, this is terrible football. The quality of this game is abysmal. And then Santos going down there, not even a foul. Armando Broja is coming on. Is Ugochukwu, former Chelsea, off for Armando Broja, former Chelsea, on. Right, it's Fleming off for Broja, but still. So annoyed it's on Amazon, the game against Barcelona. Yeah, we can't allow Broja to score. Any news on Levi? Probably out until next season. It's still looking like, from what I know, and from what from everyone else knows. I'm not trying to act like I have that insider knowledge, but Alex knows some, and from what I know, from what he's told me, it's still not looking likely that we'll see him. It's pretty much a season that's over for him. It's a real shame because of the World Cup as well. Like he's gonna miss out on a World Cup now. So maybe we'll see him in the Euros. Are we active in January? Probably we should probably look at a goalkeeper and a centre back. Maybe even 2 centre backs, to be honest with you. João Pedro. Chance wide. There was an international break. Some played this week. Give them a break. Plus, we've got Barca on Tuesday. He's not going to play the full team for Burnley. I mean, it is still a strong team. I've not been critical of Maresca today. I feel like I've been very understanding of the situation for him. Mark Guiu coming on now for João Pedro. I know you weren't necessarily talking to me, but I'm just pleading my case that I have I've made it clear that I understand his. What the fuck is that? Guiu has a wild haircut. Without Gabriel, we are really going to struggle against the Banter Club Tottenham Hotspurs. It'll be an interesting game. Absolutely. Here's Malo Gusto. Good chance here. Pedro Neto back in. Malo Gusto! Looking for 2 in 2. 14 minutes to play. Corner ball to Chelsea. Just over 10 minutes left. If it carries on like this, it's looking like we would be able to hold on, but we know what it's like in the last 5-10 minutes for Chelsea. We love to make it hard for ourselves. Corner comes in. A goal here would be brilliant. Saka's injured, is he? Uh-oh. Andre Santos down, holding his Achilles. Maresca's been booked. Andre Santos is back up on his feet. He's claiming that it was a foul, but nothing was given. No one cares about the fucking Wales versus New Zealand rugby, for fuck's sake. Baddie a shield. Gets away with it, but Burnley now back in possession. Kyle Walker with a cross. Sanchez with a save. God, you just know 9 corners for us, 0 for Burnley. You know if they get 1, they're scoring from it. So predictable. Here is a chance for Burnley. What can they do? Corner ball. Here it comes. Alex has just texted me saying, people are telling me you're moaning about Maresca on your stream. What? Fuck off. If anything, I've praised him. You were earlier? No, I wasn't. Is that not a penalty? Who snitched? I wasn't earlier. If anything, I've praised him for his decision, and I've backed him as well for not starting the likes of Esteval, because we've got Barcelona coming up. So, you know. They're going to VAR here. Badia Shield's an idiot if he's fucked this here. Corner ball. No penalty. Ball played forwards. Terrible. I thought that was maybe... You praised him too much. I feel like Alex has this agenda now that he wants to run with, that no matter what I say, I am never allowed to praise Maresca because I've disagreed with and criticized him in the past. And I've not liked certain decisions or his style of play at times. And so now Alex is like the cult leader of this club of like, oh, you spoke badly about Maresca a few times, so now you're not allowed to like him. Only we can like Maresca. You can't like Maresca. Fuck off. Fucking weirdos. Body blocking. It's all just, what do you call it? What is it? It's like, I find their chat's like a cult. It's so weird. Pedro Neto's done really well there. Oh my God. We naturally making this as hard as possible for ourselves. Yeah, Hydra, I agree, mate. And the thing is, football's such a hypercritical sport for like fans. My thing is, just if you've just chosen not to openly criticize Maresca because you want to be seen as someone who's like, oh, I backed him the whole time, when in your head you were probably thinking, fucking hell, what is he doing? Just because I say it out loud doesn't mean I'm exempt from being able to ever be able to like him or praise him. I've said I don't really like him. But to imply that means I can never praise him or be allowed to sort of be seen to back him, because they're like, no, you already went against him in the past. Just weird. Strange. But his chat just hate me so much, and I've got no idea why. They never have. Even when we first moved over to playback, his chat fucking did not like me at all. I've got no idea why, you know. Did Pedro Neto? Doesn't, surely not coming off. We've made all our subs, haven't we? Gonna say. Bit of a head injury there. Clash of heads. Alex just wants to be right. He does. Of course he does. Love him, don't get me wrong. But he probably thinks the same of me of certain things that he probably can't stand the way I conduct myself. But I'd rather be a passionate fan than a know-it-all fucking... Oh, I was right. Oh, shut up. My play-by-play is just my emotions coming out. I'm not going to censor myself. What you see is what you get, you know? Esteval is... God, what's the fuck? See, this is what I'm talking... What's the point of this? Why risk it? If he'd have done this in the like 65th, 70th minute, I'd understand, because it's a significant amount of time. What's the fucking point of bringing him on? If you wanted another goal, you bring him on a bit earlier. When you're looking to sew up the game, like finish, just see it out. What's the... and chances are Esteval's going to come on and get a goal involvement, but still... It just seems highly risky. Oh my God, Sanchez, what are you doing? Neto. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Might be offside here, though, Guiu. Gets around his man. Go on, son, all the way! Ah! Yes! Come on! Enzo Fernandez puts it in. It's Mark Guiu with a fantastic assist. That is all Mark Guiu. Absolutely brilliant. Don't bring Esteval on now. Doesn't need to come on. Does not need to come on. Don't risk it. Do not risk it. Brilliant goal. Well worked. That Sanchez at the start was dicey, to say the least. Malo Gusto, fantastic run from Pedro Neto and an equally fantastic pass. Finds Mark Guiu, who takes on his man, uses his strength, could have maybe gone for the shot himself, but is selfless. cuts it back. Enzo Fernandez charging in to the box and just places it in. A really, really good goal there. A really good team goal from start to finish. Chelsea 2, Burnley 0. And we go second. Can you believe it? It's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. Oh, I'm not allowed to say that, sorry. From taking a risk you complained about. What risk? What risk was I complaining about? I think Adam is one of Alex's spies, you know. I think he's the one. The pass at the back. What, the really, really dicey sort of decision to not boot it and risk getting tackled? Yeah. If Sanchez's pass there didn't make your arsehole go like that, honestly, and this isn't because, just fuck off, innit? That is utter shit what he's talking. I'm sorry. That's not you're going to take it back? It was a risky maneuver. What the fuck are you watching? That is such a risky maneuver from Sanchez that paid off in the end. But most people would have been like, just boot it. And he's decided to go for a bit of a techie decision to go for the short pass instead. But to say it didn't make your arsehole fucking swell is a lie. 6 minutes of additional time. Andre Santos, the man of the match. Yeah, we didn't have to play Caicedo today. Oh, fuck off, Breuer. What are you doing? What on the fucking good God is he doing? So he's been tripped and then a tiny little kick in the foot. Tart. It's not been pretty, no. Can we see it out? You would like to think so. Oh, nearly goes through. Foster. Live for City? Yeah, like I said, I'll see what happens. It's looking likely. It is looking likely. But we'll see. I've got to do a few bits beforehand to have a little break. Keep your eyes peeled for it. Three clean sheets in a row. Potentially, yeah. United, West Ham, Liverpool. We are the Chelsea and we are the best. We are the Chelsea, so fuck all the rest. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. Good chance here for Burnley. Deflected. Saved by the keeper. It's looking good. It's looking very, very good. I'm so glad we scored that goal. Not just because it's a goal, but because we didn't end up having to bring on Esteval, which I think would have been a stupid substitution anyway. And there we go. Full-time whistle goes. Chelsea pick up all 3 points. Listen, 12:30 kickoffs are never always our friends. They're not always kind to us, but I'll be honest with you, it wasn't pretty. But we got all 3 points in the end. Pedro Neto with a fantastic goal to kick things off with a brilliant assist from Jamie Gittins. And then likewise, Mark Guiu with a fantastic assist for Enzo Fernandez to seal the deal. I will be live in just about 5 minutes' time for a live review only on YouTube. So if you're watching on TikTok, do come over, youtube.com/@HarryCFXI. The link is in my bio on my TikTok page. Please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. And I will potentially be live for the Newcastle City game later on this evening. But until then, until the live review as well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the super chats, all the likes, all the subscriptions. I'll see you soon. See you later.